I'm going to introduce you to a program called Puzzle. Puzzle is an online program that allows you to create and edit videos to make a lesson out of them. In Puzzle, you can embed your own questions to monitor students' comprehension. You can add voiceovers. You can crop the video to change it up. You can also upload your own videos. One of the great things, though, is you can collect feedback from each student to see whether or not they've completed the activity, how they did on the questions you asked, and when they watched it. You can also, as you see here, you can see how many times that student had to watch that video to get that question. This is one of those programs that if you're interested in a flipped classroom, it's great for it because it really helps you personalize your instruction and give each student what they need. So to get started, of course, you'll have to go to edpuzzle.com. Once you're there, you'll have to sign up for your teacher account. Just fill in your information. Once that is done, you'll be brought to your home screen. Now, as you see in here, I already have mine set up. This is an assignment, kind of a test assignment I do with my kids to see how they can do it. You will have to go to My Classes first, so that's the first thing you have to set up. So under My Classes, as you see over here, again, because my account's set up, I have all of our 5th grade classes set up. You will need to add a class, subject, grade, and save. So now we have this class that we just added. As we see up here, it has this code. You'll need to remember this code. It'll always be here, but you'll need to use it here in a little bit. So once you have your class set up, then you actually have to get your students set up. Now, it is possible for you to do this on your own, but it was a lot easier, and I did it with my kids. It took maybe 5 minutes for them to set up their own account. It doesn't ask for any private information, so it's completely legal when it comes to that standpoint. So what you'll have to do is have students come to this website. They'll have to sign up as a student. They will enter their information. So I had them enter just their first name, of course. Their username was their AR login, and then I had their AR password so that they don't have to remember a bunch of different usernames or logins. So then they would sign up. Okay. So once they sign up, they'll be brought to this class. As they don't have any classes yet. That code we talked about, that's where we'll need that. So they have to go to join a new class, and they have to enter that code we had. So that code up here that is related to test class, each class has a different code. So this code they'll have to take and type in where it says enter code. And once they do that, they see test class pops up, and then their assignments, whatever they have to do, will show up here. Alright, so once you have your students all in there, you can then, if you want to manage the class, you need to change anything about them. As you see, they're all in. They have their AR logins over here. You can edit it, you can lock it, whatever you need to do for that student. So after you have all the students in, you can begin creating lessons. Now you can take videos from online, or you can create your own videos. Now this is one of those things where if they have it done and it's good quality, why not use it? So what you'll need to do is just search. So if you're going to do, let's say, dividing decimals, search for that. Now Puzzle over here, they already have lessons made with questions in them that you can use. So if you click on that and you want to use this one, they already have questions there for you. So you can see as it plays.
Decimals by decimals.
As it
In
plays.
this example, instead of having a divide,
It'll stop and ask questions along the way. If you want to create your own questions, if you want to do your own video, you can go to YouTube or Khan Academy. So if I go to YouTube and I want to do, let's say, this lesson, I can use this in my video, so this will pop up. And now what you can do is, as it plays, let's say you want to ask a question to get their understanding. Click this question button and type in your question. Okay. So I have a question. Now I can choose for it to be an open-ended question, which I'd have to grade myself. I can have multiple choice, so I can put in a correct and incorrect answer. Or it could just be simply a comment to say, pay attention during this part. So if we insert this question, done. So now, as the video plays and students are watching it, they will actually have to answer this question when it comes up to it. So as this question pops up, it'll stop and they'll have to continue. They'll have to answer here and then continue watching the video. So that's the basic part about creating a video. You can add voiceovers. If you want to add an audio note, you can do that as well. I'll kind of show you what a lesson would look like. So this is a lesson I have created. You can kind of see how it looks. So as it plays, it came to a question. This was just a note. It said watch closely. Continue. And now here, why was the man yelling no? I don't know if you could hear the audio, but there was a man screaming no. So they would have to figure out, why is that guy yelling no? And then continue. And then it goes on. They have to identify the problem. They have to figure out what was the mistake and keep going. So it's just a way for you to spot check and then make sure they're understanding the video as they're watching it. Now, after the students have watched the video, you can go to see their progress. My students haven't watched this yet, so I could see who had watched it, how many of the questions they got correct, and to make sure that, or when it was done. You can also see percentage-wise how many of the students are getting it right, how many are getting it wrong, and so forth. You can export grades to an Excel document, which is very nice. That means you can get it right to your spreadsheet, so you can make grading a lot easier. To grade the open-ended questions, all you gotta do is click on that, see their answers, and you can do that yourself as well. So like I said, this is just another tool you can use, especially if you're trying that flipped classroom concept, or if you just want to change a pace. It's something you can use to help improve your instruction and get your kids going on something different.